Breaking news, and this just got more interesting thanks to Cameron Winklevoss saying that the master loan agreement it's over. Termination between Genesis and Gemini due to the fact that the people heading the company they're incompetent, right? Barry Sylvette from Digital Currency Group. And you know what's funny? The price of Bitcoin and Ethereum are rising. Some other altcoins at this time kind of iffy, but wow, like I have to give it to Cameron because this is adding a little bit more questions from everybody. I'm looking on Twitter and on different across the platforms, and people are saying, "Well, Cameron, you hired these people, you partner with these people. Didn't you know that beforehand? Because that's just not their fault. It's also your fault of selecting." And well, Gemini now it's in the question of how are you gonna pay us back our money since this is over. I'll tell you what you need to know by the end of this video. We received an email and they have just posted another open letter publicly on Twitter. It's just getting exciting. Go ahead and smash the like button, everybody. Consider subscribing to the channel and turn on those notification bells. Well, yes, we're seeing the prices of cryptocurrency rising in the last couple 48 hours or so. That's great. I've been saying for a while that this collapses. Obviously, we may see possibly a retracement because it just makes sense. But with everything that's happening, I still, see people talking about it. Not much attention yet. We'll see, right? But take a look at this one. This is to my account on Gemini. Hi there. We're writing to let you know that we have, because they are acting as the agent from this transaction, terminated the master loan agreement between you, Gemini, and Genesis Global Capital as of January the 8th. Now, today is not January the 8th, but I can understand that they waited a while to make this more official, and that's it, just to let you guys know. What does this mean? Well, this officially terminates the Earn program. So there's no more Earn program. That's it. It's over. Obviously, nobody was able to put anything on the Earn program since November 16, but now that's it. And to be honest, like, man, I just didn't like it the way it ended because it was okay back in the day. It was nice. And it was one of the best ones, in my opinion, because not even Coinbase had it like Gemini, but it's my opinion, right? Now, and requires Genesis to return all the assets, all our money to us. Existing redemptions requests are not impacted because these are the ones that we have waiting. And look, this guy is rising the Bitcoin, and some of you guys have a couple of Bitcoins on Gemini maybe, and you want them, right? So how does this affects my assets on Earn? Well, the termination of the agreement and the Earn program has no impact on how Genesis has the ability to get those money back. And you can see the Earn in your accounts. And then we have this one, which is the open letter. But before we get to the open letter, I have to say, guys, how in the world is Gemini now going to get their money? They're now telling Genesis, hey, you have to give us the money back. But that's what we've been waiting for a long time. And they haven't done anything because they are now firing people and trying to look for ways of not going bankrupt. It's kind of like we're still back on square one. You delete the master loan agreement. That doesn't mean that you just solve the issue. And this is what's going on. This letter from Cameron to Digital Currency Group to the CEO, Barry Sylvette, saying, and this is the guy, but social media. And this is a comment that I think I like too. Basically, hey, you're the one who selected this guy to lead it and you trusted this one, right? But basically the entire issues that Barry or Digital Currency Group had, here's what happened. And then we have public lies, we have private lies. How do we get here? Accounting fraud. I'm not a tax expert, but I gotta tell you, if this is somewhat true, the SEC and the Department of Justice are already involved in this. We're gonna expect probably some subpoenas, and we're gonna see it's gonna be like maybe like a tiny FTX case. I don't know, but in my opinion, I think that's coming close to what's gonna happen. And we continue with more garbage. This, man, And I'm sure this is what's happening right now in the last couple of months because of the problem. And I'm sure Cameron, the head of Gemini, uh, he was seeing all of these issues and finally said something. Original accounting fraud, and just look at this. The path forward, for all the reasons mentioned above, there's no path forward as long as Barry Silvet remains. That's what they want, to get this guy out of the DCG. He has proven himself to be unfit to run it, and as a result, Gemini acted on behalf of 340,000 Gemini users, earn users, request to remove Barry Silvet. I'm confident that the new management of the digital currency group, we can all work together and achieve this outcome. And that's it. So, and obviously, here it says how you offer high yield earn products to your customers. Don't you know high returns, high risk from Finance 101? So there's no one to complain about. You're the only made the business responsible talking to us. And Cameron, why did Gemini just take Genesis' word for it, right? Why didn't Gemini verify these assertions? Like, you gave nearly $1 billion from your customers to them. Didn't you verify who you were working on? And that has some truth into that statement. And here it is, everybody. The last 24 hours, couple of cryptos doing really nice. Bottom line of the story, we're not out of this mess. We're still in this Gemini debacle. We're waiting on our money, and now you know the latest. No more Gemini Earn. It's over. They terminated it, and now we're just waiting on get our money back. Still back to square one. Incredible, but it's making waves, and you're being updated. Like and subscribe. I'll see you next time, everybody. Peace.